Dynamite! Dynamite!
What you doing? Clap it up.
Dynamite! 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 Dynamite!
Hey, what's up? You know, there are very few times, especially football. Hey, my name's Heero, by the way. This is the Identity Booth. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all know the whole routine. Comment section below. Jon Gruden. This happened last week, but I can't help but talk about this. Jon Gruden, who formerly was the coach for the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, has been fired for a plethora of emails that were recovered, unlike the ones that Hillary Clinton destroyed. Jon Gruden has somehow, some way, found a way to do the number one thing you should never do, which is leave a paper trail of your crimes. I want to say this to all my racist, dumb, intellectual, untangible, unreachable individuals. If you are committing a crime, stop putting that shit in 4K. Like, the level of confidence you have to be in your racism, right? The level of confidence in your racism you have to be like, yo, I'm going to say some racist stuff to people around me, then I'm going to type it up, use an official email from the NFL, and send that shit to somebody else. I think the people he sent the message to should also be getting in trouble, because that means they knew about this shit and said nothing. But like, a lot of people don't know what he said, and he said some really bad stuff. So I'm gonna just have some stuff read to you, because I don't even want to. All right, what did he say, right? What did Jon Gruden say? Gruden's racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic language in the emails, which the Times reports, dated from 2010 through 2018. So this is recent stuff. Hey, what up, Bumfuzzle? What up? Reports dated from 2010 to 2018, before Gruden was hired by the Raiders for the second stint with the team. Per the Times, he often called NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell and I can't even say that. It's such and clueless anti-football pussy. He also used homophobic slurs to describe NFL owners, coaches, reporters who covered the league. Like, he was just an all-around trash bag individual. All-around trash bag individual. And this is a great article. I'll put it in the chat. I think it's definitely worth reading, because he goes into deep dive topics. But I just want to say something. Jon Gruden didn't become a racist yesterday. People didn't find out Jon Gruden was racist yesterday. Jon Gruden was racist before these letters were exposed. So how are people facilitating this? How are people protecting him from this? Like, was this just is this locker room talk? Is this something that we're not we're not going to be savvy to because we're not in the locker rooms? What does he think about his own players? What does he think about gay players in the league? Jon Gruden was given so much room and opportunity to spread his fingers into so many different things. Like, the man has a deal with Skechers.
Damn.
Why? But we allowed him to be this infectious disease. And remember, there was people. Jon Gruden wasn't one of the people who stepped up to talk about police brutality. He wasn't one of the people that stepped up to say the national anthem's issues. He never said anything. Almost as if it was a club that they all knew that if they just keep their heads down, they might make it. I'm happy he got exposed. But something that's been bothering me, about this is when Antonio Brown mentioned that Jon Gruden was one of the less savory people he's ever met in his life. A lot of people equated Antonio Brown's statements to his mental health. But in all actuality, Antonio Brown watching the downfall of Jon Gruden and the Steelers is like Thanos in the Avengers. you don't just say stuff like that about a person or a human being without having some experience. And every black person knows that. When you have a racial divide with somebody, you're not making that up for your health. It's because you felt something that you probably shouldn't feel from a person who's in charge of whether you make money or not. Look at, it's almost like, and it's the look. You know. It's sad that we had to take this thing. So there's a group of people Jon Gruden needs to definitely apologize. Antonio Brown. Go find him. Because Antonio Brown, during his mental health breakdown, was fighting back tears, trying to explain how disrespected he felt by Jon Gruden, how mistreated he felt by the Raiders organization. And we all laughed at him. But he was right. Jon Gruden was a racist. Roethlisberger is a rapist. I don't know if I have to say allegedly to that. Maybe. But the second person he definitely owes an apology to is Colin Kaepernick. More Jon Gruden emails released show him calling out Colin Kaepernick. Jon Gruden rather have Derek Carr with a broken leg than acknowledge that he's a racist or be exposed by this person. So he kept Derek Carr. This is the example. People be like, how did he get blackballed? Derek Carr is not better than Colin Kaepernick. I don't know. Has Derek Carr ever been to a Super Bowl? Nah? Okay. Colin Kaepernick have been cut for kneeling. Colin Kaepernick should have been cut for kneeling during the national anthems, according to newly undiscovered emails exchanged between former Las Vegas Raider coach Jon Gruden and ex-GM Bruce Allen of the Washington football team. They surprised people for talking amino acids. They should cut their... Hey, Gruden wrote in an email to Allen, according to Yahoo Sports. Kaepernick has not played in the National Football League since 2017, when he opted for free agency. When Kaepernick was not re-signed, he filed a grievance against the NFL alleging conspiracy by owners. The lawsuit was eventually settled. Kaepernick was right. This is literally proof that he was right, that they were in this cabal to keep him out of the league. But if I had to say anything about who Gruden owes an apology to the most, it's the fans of the NFL. Every single trans fan, every single LGBTQ fan, every black fan, every minority fan, every woman, because you managed to somehow insult so many people in a course of 8 years. And I hope you never work in this industry again. I hope the next day they went up to where was it? Where did he go? Where was Tampa Bay? They went to Tampa Bay and power sprayed your name off the side of the building as soon as possible. And I think it's very important to understand who's willing to talk about him in a positive light or a light of forgiveness. You don't forgive this behavior because this isn't an accident. This is done on purpose. This level of racism, hate, and bigotry isn't something that happened to him overnight. He didn't score a touchdown and go for a field goal and miss it and then said, "I hate all gay people." This is something he's been feeling for a long time. And if I was to give Gruden a pass, it would be under one condition. Gruden, you got to give me somebody else. Because Gruden, you're not talking to yourself about this. You're not indulging yourself alone on this topic. Give us some names, Gruden. If you want to repair your image, you want to make better on yourself, you want to recover from this, Gruden, there is a way out. Give us some names. Give us some names, give us some stuff that we can use to expose some more people. Because this isn't cancel culture. This is the consequences of your action. Indulge yourself.
Dynamite! Dynamite!
suffering the consequences of the symptom that is your racism, bigotry, and transphobic behavior. You got sacked on the 1 yard line, and all you needed was half an inch.
Dynamite.
Damn.
Dynamite. Dynamite.
If you want to play Jon Gruden, give us some names. But for everything else in between time, you guys can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, IG, TikTok. We're literally everywhere like Visa. If you want to check us out on what's it called? Anchor, we got that too. You guys can listen to us. We get paid some pennies on there. But the best way to help and support us, really, honestly, is subbing to the Twitch channel. Help us out there. I just need 6 more subscribers on YouTube, and I'll be at 450. And that's a goal right there, baby. That's a goal. That's a goal for me right there. So help the brother out with that, and let's go ahead and get into it. I think we got.
We can catch the vibes, but it's so hard to find through the daily